I speak now as one sent to watch over your steps. I speak because heaven noticed one move you made. Not a loud move, not a move that impressed people, but a quiet decision that aligned your heart with truth. You did not see who was watching, but wealth follows wisdom, and influence follows obedience. Hear me slowly. A wealthy man is being stirred, not by chance, not by ambition, but by God. The earth is the Lord's, and everything in it, Psalm 24 says. That includes resources, that includes favor, that includes people with access. One decision you made shifted your spiritual address. You chose integrity when compromise was easier. You chose patience when revenge felt justified. You chose obedience when quitting felt logical. Heaven marked that moment. You thought nothing happened, but angels wrote it down. I watched you walk away from something that could have paid you fast, but would have cost you your peace. And God said, now I can trust them. Proverbs says, the blessing of the Lord makes rich and adds no sorrow. You avoided sorrow, so blessing is now safe to arrive. Listen carefully. This wealthy man is not coming to save you. He is coming to recognize you. Your move activated recognition. Joseph did not chase Pharaoh. Pharaoh dreamed, and Joseph was remembered. Genesis 41 says, then Pharaoh sent and called Joseph. Joseph did not relocate himself. God relocated him through favor. You are not chasing money. Money is being rerouted. I see contracts changing hands. I see meetings you didn't plan. I see conversations where your name is mentioned without you being present. Ecclesiastes says, time and chance happen to them all. But this is not chance. This is timing. You obeyed when no one clapped. You stayed consistent when nobody checked. You kept showing up when quitting felt holy. Now hear this clearly. The move you made unlocked movement around you. Someone with means is being displaced. Their comfort is being interrupted. They are being nudged to relocate resources, and your name is attached to the destination. This is not manipulation. This is alignment. When Ruth stayed loyal, Boaz noticed, and wealth met humility in a field. Ruth too says she found favor in his eyes. Favor is not fair. Favor is divine. You did not beg. You did not posture. You simply moved in obedience. That is why heaven trusts you with increase. Pause right now. Take a breath. And if this resonates, subscribe to Radiantia Soul Lift channel. Because this channel is not entertainment, it is alignment. Do not rush past this moment. Comment words like, I receive divine relocation. Breathe with faith. Like the video as a sign of agreement. And share this with someone who needs confirmation. Now, listen again. This wealthy man is not just rich in money. He is rich in access, rich in networks, rich in doors you cannot open alone. God uses people, not because he needs them, but because he loves order. Romans 13 says authority is established by God. That includes economic authority. You are being placed near influence, not to be impressed, but to be impactful. See you walking into rooms and not shrinking. Because Psalm 75 says promotion comes from the Lord. Your voice will carry weight. Your ideas will be funded. Your presence will be respected. This relocation is not just physical, it is positional. Some of you will move cities, some will move industries, some will move mindsets, but all will move forward. Isaiah says, Behold, I do a new thing. Do you not perceive it? You felt restless lately, not anxious, but stirred. That was not confusion, that was preparation. You cleaned up your habits, you corrected your life, language. You refined your character. You thought it was personal growth, it was preparation for proximity. Wealth cannot stay where wisdom is absent, and God has been increasing your wisdom. James says, if any man lacks wisdom, let him ask. You asked, now resources follow. This wealthy man is watching patterns, not just skills, patterns of faithfulness. P. You showed up early. You stayed late. You treated small tasks like sacred assignments. Luke 16 says, if you are faithful in little, you will be faithful in much. You passed the little test. Now heaven releases the much. Do not sabotage this by fear. Do not disqualify yourself with doubt. Moses said, who am I? And God said, I will be with you. Your confidence is not in yourself. It is in the one sending you. P. Right now, speak this quietly. God is relocating me by favor. Type it in the comments. Let angels agree with your words. And if this message is strengthening you, subscribe to Radiantia Soul Lift channel. Stay connected. This channel is a spiritual checkpoint. Now, hear this warning wrapped in love. Do not announce this move to people who cannot steward it. Joseph told his dream too early, and it cost him years. Let God finish before you explain. I see contracts being delayed, not denied. Delayed until the right person arrives. I see a wealthy man reconsidering a decision, because your name will cross his path. Proverbs says a man's gift makes room for him and brings him before great men. Your gift is making room. You will not beg. You will be invited. This move you made, it looked small, but it shook the unseen realm. You walked away from bitterness. You forgave without an apology. You stayed pure in a polluted space. Heaven said, relocate them. Psalm 37 says the steps of the righteous are ordered, not random, ordered. This relocation will feel sudden, but it was scheduled. You may feel unqualified, but David was anointed before he was announced. Oil comes before throne. God is oiling your life with favor. Now pause. Like this video if you are ready for increase without sorrow. Share this message with someone who has been faithful in silence. And comment words like, I am positioned by God. The wealthy man does not know your full story, but he will recognize your spirit. Because light recognizes light. You will speak, and he will listen. You will suggest, and doors will open. This is not luck, this is harvest. Galatians says, do not grow weary in well-doing, for in due season you shall reap. Your due season is not coming, it is beginning. I see relocation papers, emails, calls, invitations. Some of you will be shocked by the speed. But remember, acceleration comes after. Endurance. Endured? So now, lift your head, straighten your back. Walk like someone heaven is backing. Subscribe again to Radiantia Soul Lift channel, so you stay covered in this season. And as you go, carry this truth. God saw your move, and now God is moving people toward you. I am still speaking, because heaven is not finished. Do not scroll away from this moment, because confirmation is layering on top of confirmation. What you did was not impulsive. It was instinct, guided by God. You trusted a nudge. You listened to discomfort. Ye obeyed a quiet warning. That is why relocation is happening around you. The wealthy man I speak of, he did not plan to move, but God disrupted his plans. Proverbs 21 says the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. He turns it wherever he wills. This man's heart is being turned toward purpose, toward legacy, toward someone trustworthy. And that someone is you. You think you were overlooked, but you were being preserved. Some opportunities you missed were actually protection. If you had entered early, you would have been crushed, so God delayed it. Now, you are strong enough, wise enough, steady enough. That is why the call is coming now. I see God removing you from environments that capped your growth, places where your value was minimized, spaces where your obedience was mocked. Jesus said a prophet is not honored in his hometown. Sometimes relocation is mercy. You are not being rejected, you are being reassigned. This wealthy man is not just looking for talent, he is looking for trust. Money follows trust. Influence follows character. That is why God tested your character first. You passed when you chose honesty, when lying would have been easier. You passed when you stayed consistent, when nobody was watching. Hebrews says God is a rewarder of those who diligently seek him. You were diligent, even when tired. Now, reward is being released. Listen closely. This relocation will stretch you, but it will not break you. You will feel out of place for a moment, but that is because you are growing. Fish grow when water expands. God is expanding your territory. Jabez prayed, "Enlarge my territory," and God granted it. Your territory is enlarging, geographically, financially, mentally. You will think bigger, pray bolder, move wiser. Old limitations will feel uncomfortable. That is a sign of growth. I see you hesitating, wondering if you are worthy. Hear this clearly. Worthiness was settled at the cross. You are qualified by grace. Ephesians says it is by grace you are saved, not by works. So stop trying to earn what God already approved. This wealthy man is not your source. God is. The man is just a channel. Folks, do not idolize the channel. Honor the source. Because God can use one man, or another, or 10 more. But this one is assigned. You will recognize the shift because peace will accompany it. God's direction always comes with peace. Colossians says, "Let the peace of Christ rule your heart." If peace rules, it is God. Pause. Again. If this is stirring your spirit, subscribe to Radiantia Soul Lift channel. Do not walk this season alone. Comment words like, "I move with peace." "I am divinely repositioned." Like the video and share it, because someone else needs this confirmation today. I see you packing internally, letting go of old mindsets, old fears, old narratives. You are shedding survival thinking and stepping into stewardship thinking. Wealth requires stewardship, not desperation. God had to heal your urgency before releasing abundance. Now you are calm, focused, clear. That calm is dangerous to the enemy. The enemy thrives on panic, but you are grounded. Psalm 23 says, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want." You are entering a season of no lack. Needs met before you ask. Doors opened before you knock. This relocation will bring responsibility, not pressure. Responsibility means trust. Jesus said, "To whom much is given, much is required." And God trusts you with much. Do not apologize for your growth. Do not shrink to be liked. Light does not ask permission to shine. You will outgrow some relationships, and that is okay. Abraham had to leave familiar ground to receive promise. Genesis says, "Go to a land I will show you." Sometimes God does not show the full map, only the next step. You already took one step. That is why movement is happening now. The wealthy man may test you, not with questions, but with observation. How you handle small talk, how you treat assistants, how you respond under pressure. Be yourself. Integrity is your advantage. You do not need to perform. You need to be aligned. God already curated this moment. I see you being asked to relocate temporarily or permanently. Do not fear the unknown. The unknown is where miracles live. Israel crossed the Jordan before seeing Jericho fall. Movement precedes breakthrough. You moved. Now walls will fall. Let me speak this gently. Do not rush ahead of God, even in blessing. Wait for instruction. Move when peace confirms. Isaiah says, "Those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength." Waiting is not delay, it is alignment. You are aligned. This message will not make sense to everyone, but it is not for everyone. Jesus spoke in parables, because only the hungry understood. If you are hungry, this is for you. Subscribe once more to Radiantia Soul Lift channel, so you stay fed in this season. And now receive this final confirmation. What you did mattered. What you chose shifted timelines. What you obeyed unlocked favor. The wealthy man is relocating resources, but God is relocating you into purpose. Walk forward with humility, with courage, with faith. Heaven is walking with you. I am still here with you, because heaven does not rush what is sacred. Do not doubt now. Do not second-guess the nudge that brought you this far. The move you made was unseen by people, but it echoed in the spirit. You adjusted your behavior. You corrected your tone. You chose restraint instead of reaction. That was not weakness. That was mastery. Proverbs says, "A person who controls their spirit is mightier than one who takes a city." You took territory in the unseen. That is why territory is now opening in the scene. The wealthy man is not just relocating money. He is relocating trust. Trust is heavier than cash. Trust opens doors cash cannot. God watched how you handled disappointment, how you carried silence, how you stayed faithful when promises felt slow. And God said, "They are ready." Ready does not mean perfect. It means surrendered. You stopped forcing outcomes. You stopped chasing validation. You stopped explaining yourself. That surrender changed everything. Psalm 46 says, "Be still and know that I am God." When you became still, God became loud. Now things are moving fast, but do not panic. Speed does not cancel order. This relocation will feel sudden to others, but it has been building for a long time. Seeds grow underground before they break soil. You were underground, now you are emerging. The wealthy man is noticing qualities you forgot you had: consistency, wisdom, humility, vision. Vision attracts provision. Habakkuk says, "Write the vision and make it plain, so the runner may read it." You have been running with vision, even when tired. Now provision is catching up. I see doors opening that do not require begging. I see offers that come with respect. I see your voice being asked for, not tolerated. This is a shift from survival to influence. You will no longer just respond. You will initiate. God is trusting you with initiative. You will speak ideas that feel simple, but carry weight, because simplicity with wisdom is power. Jesus spoke plainly, yet kings listened. You do not need to impress. You need to align. The wealthy man will sense alignment before agreement. When alignment is present, agreement follows. You may feel a strange calm, even excitement mixed with reverence. That is the Spirit confirming direction. Romans says, those led by the Spirit of God are the children of God. You are being led. Let go of the old version of you that thought stability meant staying small. Stability comes from obedience, not from comfort. Comfort can be a cage. God is unlocking the cage. This relocation may separate you from familiar routines, but it will connect you to destiny. Destiny always costs familiarity. Abraham left, Joseph was taken, Esther was repositioned. Every great move in Scripture involved relocation, not punishment, promotion. You are not losing anything valuable. You are shedding what cannot go with you. Old fears, old limitations, old agreements with doubt. Those cannot enter the next season. Joshua was told, as I was with Moses, so I will be with you. The same God that sustained you in lack will guide you in abundance. Do not fear increase, fear disobedience, because you have already learned that obedience is safer. Pause again. If you feel this message strengthening you, subscribe to Radiantia Soul Lift channel. This channel exists to keep you grounded as elevation comes. Comment words like, I am trusted by God. I move without fear. Like the video and share it, because someone else is on the edge of obedience. Now hear this clearly. Do not shrink your expectations to match your past. P.S. Your past was training, not definition. Isaiah says, forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. You are stepping into unfamiliar favor. Favor that feels undeserved, but is ordained. You will be tempted to over-explain, to justify why you deserve this. Do not. Grace does not require defense. Let God's work speak. This wealthy man may ask you to relocate your thinking before relocating your body. New standards, new disciplines, new priorities. Say yes, because obedience is the bridge. I see you being entrusted with responsibility that stretches you, but also sharpens you. Iron sharpens iron. This season will sharpen you, but you will not be alone. God will surround you with wise counsel, strategic connections, divine helpers. Angels are already assigned. Psalm 91 says he will command his angels concerning you. They are guiding steps, blocking traps, opening paths. Do not fear mistakes. Fear stagnation. And movement is evidence of life. As this message continues to unfold, stay receptive, stay humble, stay grateful. Gratitude multiplies favor. Jesus gave thanks, then multiplied the bread. Thank God now, even before you see everything. Say quietly, thank you for relocating me. And once more, subscribe to Radiantia Soul Lift channel, so you stay aligned as doors open. The move you made, it mattered. The move God is making will change everything. Keep walking. Heaven is still leading you. I am not done speaking, because the weight of this moment is still unfolding. Do not let familiarity with these words dull their power. These are not just sentences, they are confirmations. What is happening now is delicate, and that is why heaven is speaking slowly. You are being repositioned, without noise, without announcement, without struggle. That is rare. Most people fight their way into rooms. You are being carried. Isaiah says, "I will go before you and make the crooked places straight." God is already ahead of you, adjusting conversations, softening decisions, preparing hearts. The wealthy man is not just relocating himself, he is relocating expectation. He expected one thing, but God is showing him another. And when your path intersects with his, there will be recognition, not confusion. You will not have to convince, you will confirm. Confirmation is powerful because it feels familiar, even when it is new. You will feel like, "I have been here before," even if you have not. That is alignment. Your spirit recognizes what your eyes have not yet seen. That is why you are calm, even though change is coming. Peace before proof is faith. Hebrews says, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. You already feel the substance. Now listen carefully. Do not rush the manifestation. Enjoy the formation. Because who you are becoming matters more than where you are going. God is shaping your voice, your responses, your discernment. You will notice you no longer react the way you used to. You pause, you listen, you choose wisely. That maturity is your passport. This relocation is not about escape. It is about expansion. You are expanding your capacity to carry influence, to steward resources, to remain grounded under pressure. Many people receive blessing. Few are prepared to hold it. God prepared you quietly. When you cried alone, when you questioned silently, when you stayed faithful without applause, those moments trained you. David learned to lead sheep before leading people. You learned to manage little before being trusted with much. That is why heaven is not nervous about you rising. Now, let me say this gently. Some people will misunderstand your move. They will call it luck, timing, favoritism. Do not correct them. Jesus did not explain miracles. He performed them. Let fruit speak. You do not owe anyone an explanation for obedience. Your story will make sense in hindsight. It only needs faith. I see you being invited, not chased, chosen, not compared. Comparison ends when assignment begins. You are not competing. You are completing something God designed. That wealthy man has a gap, a need, a role that cannot be filled by skill alone. It requires character. That is why your name will stand out. Light does not compete with darkness. It removes it. Your presence will bring clarity, order, peace, and people will feel better just working near you because God rests on you. Exodus says the Lord went with Israel as a pillar of cloud and fire. God's presence makes the difference. Now pause again. If you feel the weight of this, subscribe to Radiantia Soullift channel. This channel exists to keep your spirit steady as your life accelerates. Comment words like, "I walk in favor without pride. I am steady in increase." Like the video, share it, because someone else is being prepared quietly. Now hear this final layer for this moment. Do not look back longing for what you left. Lot's wife looked back and froze. What is ahead of you requires full attention. You cannot carry nostalgia into destiny. Honor the past, but do not live there. God is doing something new, and new wine requires new wineskins. You are becoming new. Your patience is new. Your confidence is new. Your discernment is new. This relocation will reveal how much you have grown. You will handle pressure differently. You will respond with wisdom. You will lead with humility, and heaven will smile. Because this is what maturity looks like. The move you made was obedience. The move God is making is elevation. Stay grounded. Stay grateful. Stay obedient. Heaven is still with you, and the path ahead is already prepared. I remain with you in this moment, because the atmosphere is still open, and instruction is still flowing. Do not let your mind wander. Stay present. Stay listening. What is unfolding now is not loud. It is precise. You are being repositioned with intention, not excitement, not impulse. Precision is how heaven moves. You did something many would not do. You paused when you could have pushed. You waited when you could have rushed. That restraint saved you. Proverbs says the plans of the diligent lead surely to abundance. You were diligent, even when it felt slow. Now abundance is finding you. This wealthy man is not driven by ego. He is driven by legacy. And legacy recognizes substance. You carry substance because you carry God. That is why your words land differently. Why your presence feels grounded. You bring order into chaos and clarity into confusion. That is a rare gift. God gives that gift to those he trusts. You may not feel extraordinary, but heaven does not measure the way people do. Heaven measures faithfulness. When you showed up tired, when you stayed honest under pressure, when you chose peace over proving a point, those moments were weighed, and they mattered. Now the weight is shifting in your favor. Psalm 84 says, "No good thing will he withhold from those who walk uprightly." You walked uprightly, even when nobody noticed. So nothing good is being withheld. The relocation coming is not random. It is restorative. God is restoring lost time, missed chances, delayed joy. Joel says, "I will restore the years that the locust has eaten." Restoration is not repayment. It is acceleration. You will receive in months what took others years, not because you are better, but because you were obedient. Obedience shortens paths. Now hear this gently. You will be tempted to explain your journey, to make people understand your rise. You do not need to. Let peace be your explanation. Let fruit be your language. Those who are meant to understand will. Those who are not, do not need to. Jesus said, "Let your yes be yes, and your no be no." Simplicity is power. The wealthy man will respect your simplicity, your clarity, your boundaries. Boundaries signal maturity. You know what you will not do, and that is as important as knowing what you will do. God trained you in hidden places to say no without guilt. That training is about to pay off. I see you navigating new environments with calm authority. You will not be overwhelmed. You will be observant. You will listen more than you speak, and when you speak, it will matter. Core. Ecclesiastes says there is a time to be silent and a time to speak. Now, that discernment is protection. The relocation will introduce new temptations, not of fear, but of pride. Stay anchored. Remember who carried you when no one believed. Remember who sustained you when resources were thin. Let that memory keep you humble. Humility keeps doors open. Pride closes them quietly. You will not fall because you are aware. Awareness is strength. Psalm 121 says the Lord keeps you. He neither slumbers nor sleeps. You are not guarding this season alone. Heaven is alert. Pause here. If your heart is steady, if your spirit feels settled, subscribe to Radiantia Soul Lift channel. This channel exists to keep you aligned when momentum increases. Comment words like, I remain humble, in favor, I am led, not rushed. Like the video and share it because someone else is being tempted to rush and needs this reminder. Now, receive this truth. You do not need to chase confirmation anymore. This message itself is confirmation. You are where you are supposed to be, and what is coming is meeting you halfway. God never sends blessing without sending instruction, and you are receiving both. I see your steps becoming clearer, your decisions lighter, your sleep deeper. Those are signs of alignment. When God leads, rest follows. This relocation will not steal your peace. It will protect it, because peace is the currency of heaven. Jesus said, "My peace I give you, not as the world gives." Worldly success costs peace. Godly success preserves it. You are entering godly success. The wealthy man is a vessel, not the vision. Keep your eyes on the vision. The vision is stewardship, impact, legacy. You will help others rise without losing yourself. That balance is rare, and heaven smiles at it. Stay ready. Stay gentle. Stay firm. The path is opening, and every step you take from here will feel lighter, because you are no longer carrying fear. You are carrying purpose, and purpose always knows where it is going. I continue, because there is still breath in this word, and heaven does not waste breath. Stay with me, because what I speak now protects what is coming. The shift you are in requires discernment, not excitement. Excitement can expose you. Discernment will shield you. You are stepping into visibility, but not all visibility is safe. That is why God trained you in silence first. Silence taught you how to listen, how to wait, how to hear what others miss. That skill will now preserve you. This wealthy man will not just notice what you say, he will notice what you do not say. Restraint is power. Jesus stood silent before Pilate, and authority shook the room. You do not need to defend yourself. Truth defends itself. Now hear this carefully. This relocation will require you to release control. You cannot micromanage destiny. You can only obey it. Trust God with the timing. Trust God with the process. Trust God with the people. Control is often fear disguised as wisdom, but you are no longer led by fear. 2 Timothy says God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. Your mind is sound, true, and steady. That is why this season will not overwhelm you. I see moments where you are tempted to rush ahead to secure what God already promised. Do not. What God promises, He protects. If you grab too early, you expose it. Let God deliver it clean. You waited this long. You can wait a little longer. Patience is not delay. It is precision. This wealthy man's relocation is being orchestrated with details you cannot see. Delays are aligning conversations. Interruptions are rerouting outcomes. Do not interpret delay as denial. Daniel waited. Joseph waited. David waited. Waiting never canceled promise. It refined the carrier. Now let me speak about your heart, because your heart matters most. Guard it. Proverbs says, guard your heart, for out of it flow the issues of life. Success introduces new voices, new opinions, new pressures. Not all advice is assignment. Listen selectively. The same God who opened this door will tell you how to walk through it. Stay prayerful, not paranoid. Prayer keeps you sensitive. Paranoia makes you defensive. You do not need to be defensive. You are covered. Psalm 5 says you surround the righteous with favor. Like a shield. Favor is your shield. I see God blocking deals that look good, but are not aligned. Do not mourn what does not work out. If it did not align, it would have drained you later. Trust the pruning. Jesus said every branch that bears fruit is pruned so it may bear more. Pruning hurts, but it increases yield. You are in a yield season. This relocation will not just bless you, it will bless others through you. Your obedience is larger than your life. Families will be impacted. Generations will shift. Doors will open for people behind you. That is why the enemy tried to exhaust you earlier. But you did not quit. You rested. You prayed. You realigned. And now strength has returned. Isaiah says those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. You are renewed. Your eyes are clearer. Your focus sharper. Your spirit lighter. These are signs you are ready. Now pause again. If you feel steady in your body and clear in your spirit, subscribe to Radiantia Soul Lift channel. This channel exists to ground you. As your influence grows, comment words like, I am protected in elevation. I steward favor wisely. Like the video, share it, because someone else is about to mishandle a blessing and needs wisdom. Now receive this truth. Not every opportunity requires a yes. Discernment will increase your authority. Sometimes the most powerful move is decline. Jesus often withdrew, even when crowds demanded him. Withdrawal preserved purpose. Do not be afraid to rest, even when momentum builds. Rest is not laziness. It is obedience. God rested on the seventh day, not because he was tired, but because he was finished. Know when something is finished. Do not carry assignments longer than required. This relocation marks a new assignment, not an extension of the old one. Let the old one go. Release the guilt, release the pressure, release the need to please. You are pleasing God and people. That is enough. The wealthy man will sense this, because confidence rooted in God feels different than confidence rooted in ego. It is calm. It is quiet. It is firm. That is how you will move. I see you walking into this next phase with humility and with authority. That balance is rare, and heaven honors it. Stay sensitive, stay obedient, stay grounded. What is unfolding now will make sense very soon. And when it does, you will realize God was never late, he was precise. I will conclude now, not because the work is finished, but because the foundation has been laid. Receive this closing with stillness. What is coming next will not need many words. It will speak for itself. You were faithful when it was quiet. You were obedient when it was hard. You were consistent when it was slow. And heaven recorded every step. The move you made mattered more than you ever realized. Because obedience always echoes further than intention. Now God is moving people, resources, decisions toward you. Not to overwhelm you, but to position you. You are not stepping into chaos. You are stepping into order. Psalm 112 says the righteous will not be shaken. They will have no fear of bad news. You will not be shaken. When the call comes, you will be calm. When the door opens, you will walk through with peace. When the wealthy man appears, you will recognize assignment, not intimidation, because you know who sent you. Remember this: you are not lucky, you are aligned. You are not late, you are on time. You are not unprepared, you are ready. Stay humble, stay obedient, stay listening, and let God complete what He started. Philippians says He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion. He is completing it now. Before you go, seal this moment. Subscribe to Radiantia Soul Lift channel so you stay grounded as elevation unfolds. Comment words like, "It is complete. I walk in divine order." Like the video, share it, because this word will find who it is meant for. Now, go forward, quietly, confidently, faithfully. Heaven has already gone ahead of you.